Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Paybourne Motor Projects Mercedes A-Class Part 10. The detailing is all done. Today is the day, it's the big day where we're going to find out if this car passes the MOT. It's MOT day for the Mercedes A-Class. We've cleaned it all up, and unfortunately it's rained since we've done it. It won't affect the MOT anyway. But you guys hopefully have seen the detailed video of this car. The inside, outside, engine bay as well was all done. They are up on the channel. If you guys have missed it, please feel free to go and check them out. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 and Part 4. There are 4 parts because I realised I made the video so long, or I filmed so much content of the interior and exterior, that, well, the interior video got split into 2 parts. So yeah, foolishly I should have edited more out than I did. I realise that now, and next time I won't make the video so long, so apologies for that. And I don't blame you guys if you do skip through some bits to see it, but I've had positive reactions from those interior videos, and it's done quite well on the channel, to be honest, so I must have done something right. But yeah, moving on then, we are doing the MOT today on this Mercedes A-Class. I do need to pump these tyres up, they are getting pretty low now. But yeah, the CV boot has got a slight split in it. Now, I'm hoping they don't find it, but if they do their job right, they will find it. So, I've got a feeling the car's not going to pass its MOT. Like I say, if they do their job right, they will find it, and it will fail on that alone. So if it does fail, then it's only something minor. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. That is something that would definitely get picked up. So it's a possibility this car is going to fail the MOT, but it's only going to be on something minor. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I picked up as well. I don't think I actually did a video on. I actually spoke about it in the video that I was, you know, a bit cautious that that's going to fail the MOT. I had already found the split in the CV boot. I also found that one of the ball joints was a bit loose as well. Again, something else I can't do. I don't have the tools to do it. I think it was the offside front ball joint was a bit loose. Other than that, I think that's it. I didn't find anything else, and I'm hoping no one else will. So basically, saying that, this car is going to fail the MOT. Like I said, I was hoping it was going to pass, but if it does, it's minor work. Shouldn't cost too much. So CV boot, which is about 20 odd quid for CV boot, and about 20 odd quid for 20 to 30 quid, or maybe even more than that, maybe 30 to 40 quid for a ball joint, depending on which garage. They do charge different prices. I mean, I could probably go and buy the parts cheaper myself. Remember, they buy the parts from places where I can buy the parts from, but they got to make their money off the parts as well as the labour, so they will then charge me more than what I could buy them for. So I could just buy the parts and just go, here you go, here's the parts, and get them to fit it. But I don't know that until they do the MOT. And while they've got the car, you just as well go, yeah, okay, just get on with it. So yeah, big day for the car. Like I say, I've got a feeling it's going to fail the MOT on those 2 things. Those 2 things, if it's picked up, is going to fail. It will fail the MOT. It will not pass with them. And you say to me, well, why can't you just fix it, or why can't you just sort it out, you know, and it's going to fail? To be honest, 1, time, and 2, it would be cheaper. So it's definitely nothing to do with the money, but it's definitely to do with the time and the tools that I have. I don't have all the tools that garages have. I do have some little hydraulic ramps, but it's only for the 2 wheels. But the car's got to be up there to get it up, you know, on with the wheels on, but you need the wheels off in order to get the CV boot off and the ball joints. So I can only use trolley jacks, which ain't always the safest, and with this driveway, it's a pain in the ass. I can hardly get the jacks underneath this car. Look how low it is to the ground, so I struggle to get it, so I can't really work on it. It's very hard, so I will just let them get on with it, and hopefully labour charges are not going to screw me over out of a profit on this car. So, well, I've got to be quick. I've got to go and drop this off now. It is the morning time, so I've got to drop this off, and then we'll find out if it passed the MOT or not. I think it won't, but more than likely won't, but we'll find out. Right guys, the car is back. I'm sat in the car. I bought the car back. The car is back from the MOT. It's had its MOT, and there's a bit of good news and bad news. Well, obviously it's past the MOT because we're back in the driveway, so the car is back, which means it's past the MOT. I could actually bring it back if it's failed, but not gonna beat about the bush. It has passed, but it did fail first, as to be expected. It failed. So they couldn't even put in the mileage right. I mean, look at these guys. They put in 90,658 miles it had done. It's actually 90,641. They had to rewrite that down. There we go, 90,641. That wasn't me that wrote this down, because look, it's also got all this in the signature. I mean, it's an absolute mess of a paperwork. Again, I did think that the ball joint was worn. I said there was a bit of play in it. That was my suspicion. I was hoping they won't pick that up. The CV boot, I knew they were going to pick it up. There's no way, like I said, if they did their job properly, that they were going to, pick that up. Brake pipe excessively corroded offside rear outer. So yeah, I never picked this up, and I went through all the brakes. I didn't pick this up. Now, either I done a bad job on picking it up, or they're just talking crap, because I never saw anything like that. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, they've cable tied it on, so they've definitely replaced it, because we've had the camera under here. Sorry, it's gone a bit fuzzy because it's dark. So let me just turn the light on. So yeah, I can see what they've done here. So they've definitely replaced the pipe. God knows why they've tied it on with cable tie. I mean, it's a metal pipe. And they said they changed the flex, and they charged me for the flex. That does not look like it's been changed to me. That pipe has, that's obvious. That hasn't been changed, and they've charged me for that. Obviously, I'm not happy about that at all. It was completely unnecessary. I never saw anything wrong with the brakes. So the two things that I did know about, I was happy, yeah, okay, fair enough, it needs doing. So I got it done. The brake pipe, I checked those brakes. I had the wheels off, I checked them. And how many times have I, in these videos, checked those brakes? Have I had the wheel off on that side? I've done the rear bumper. There was nothing wrong with it. So I don't trust that at all. When I turn the steering wheel, there's a slight little knock in the steering. So yeah, I'm going to own up and admit that there is a bit of play in the steering. So I let them have that one. Exhaust system deteriorated. This is mine. This hasn't failed on this, by the way, so I haven't had to have this work done. Exhaust system deteriorated. I don't really want to go all over the floor because it's really wet there, but so they're saying the exhaust system is corroded. That is surface rust. I mean, I'm not really going to dismiss it too much, because yeah, you can see it is surface rust. I just put the light on. To me, I think there's a surface that's not too bad. I'm not quite sure on the back box how that's looking. Framework, I wouldn't have said it's too bad, to be honest. And like I said, I've had all the wheels off, I've had this car jacked up. Yeah, there's a bit of surface rust, but
guys, I've seen that on cars that are about 5 years old. If a car that's 20 years old, you're going to expect a bit of surface rust. But I wouldn't have said it's excessively corroded, or, you know. But they're saying it's not weakened or anything. Service brake fluctuating, but not excessively on the front. Again, I haven't noticed that either. I am going to dispute two things. Brake pipe, which was a major on the offside rear, which is this side, is absolute nonsense. I'm pretty damn sure that was not needed to be repaired. Mudguard, as for the minors, mudguard insecure near side front, says it's damaged. I haven't seen any damage. Like I had those wheels off. I didn't have that wheel off in the video of the detailing one, but I did say in that detailing one, this is even before the MOT, that I had taken that wheel off and they cleaned it, and I wish I had filmed that wheel, not the back wheel, because the back wheel was more corroded. So guys, I don't even know what the hell is going on here. I mean, I think the garage has done me, to be honest. So yeah, the mud guard insecure is rubbish. I'm gonna have to show it in another video because I've already put the car back now. Again, I can't be bothered to pull the car out to film it. So you got that. That's rubbish. Steering rack, I agree with. Yes. Exhaust system, debatable. I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much about it. It has deteriorated, but it's a minor. I wouldn't have said it's anything too worse than a minor. And as for the brake pipes as well, I don't know. Subframe, service brake, they got things to test that I haven't, so I can't really speak too much about it. I'm not going to dispute them. I'm just going to let them be. But the only ones I will dispute is the mudguard insecure near side front and the brake pipe excessively corroded on the outside rear, because I checked them. I know they check them. I had my list of everything they check. It was not on there. As for emissions, absolutely fine. And we hadn't even done a carbon clean on this yet. It will get done. We just had no water for the carbon cleaning machine, so we didn't get around to doing it. So these are the emission tests. There we go, 1 under. Although it's close to its limit there. Engine speed manager. So that's fine. Oh, I've just put it in the wet. It just absolutely poured down with rain before filming this video, and I've got nowhere. That's why I started in the car. Let's go to the boot so I can rest it on the parcel shelf. Also, I don't know what's happened there. There's a dirty mark on there. So let's go in here. Oh, brilliant. The gas struts are starting to die on this. The boot has dropped down a little bit. Look at that. Right. So I got my pass. So I passed all that. The minors stick. They don't change the they don't repair the minors unless you ask them to repair them. Obviously I said no. But yeah, they've just had to repair the majors. So the majors have been done. This car has now got a full MOT. So here we go. So it puts it in MOT history, yeah. So the last time I had one was 16th of May 2019, and yeah, it's had one now. 14th of October 15th of October 2021. That's the expiry date. So yeah, there we go. It's all passed. So that is that. It's passed. We've got a pass. God damn, I am really annoyed about its failings. What annoys me even more is the repair bill. So here we go then. Let's break this down. This is going to ruin me for my profit. So out of CV boot, they've charged me £19, I had VAT, £23. Oh, by the way, the MOT cost me 50 quid. Lower ball joint, offside front, £21. I had VAT, 25.32. Offside rear, brake flexi pipe, 22.43. Consumables and disposable charge, they charged me £12. So labour then, they charged me 4 hours labour, so that's including that charge is supply and fit offside outer CV boot, offside front, outer CV boot, offside front, swivel, fabricate new offside rear pipe, because they actually make the pipes there. They don't buy them in, they actually make the pipe, so they've fabricated it. The garage is literally at the bottom of this road. Hang on. So it's literally down there. If I zoom in, there they are there. So yeah, literally at the bottom of the road. Took them down there, thought they were going to do an honest MOT on it, pulled up on stuff that is nothing wrong with the car. I think they've done it because of the age of the car. You know, where the government's like are trying to get these old cars off the road, so they penalise the cars for absolutely no reason. There's nothing wrong with this car with regards to the brake pipe, and definitely that mud guard. I mean, it shouldn't even be on the advisory. Now it's got a list of advisories that bloody long that does not look good when people check the MOT history. So it's had £421 spent on it to get it through its MOT. It's now got 12 months MOT, plus the costs of the parts that I've put on it. A new wing, 35 quid, but bulb was about, I'd have to double check the price, it's about £3 or £4 for the bulb. That is all I can remember what I've spent, so I'm going to have to total it all up, but what I think I've spent is over £500 I think I spent on this car. Also, I've got to include the £250 cost of this car on top of that, which should bring it up to about 700 quid, 700 odd pound I've probably spent on this car now, which has completely killed any profit I thought I was going to make on this car, especially when I thought I was going to put this car up for about £700. I can't, because I'm going to make a loss, because someone's not going to pay the £700. They're going to knock me down, as people do, and I do allow it to a certain extent. So in one of the videos, the next part, in part 11, is going to be the sale of this car. I'm going to completely break down the costs of everything, all the money that I've spent on this car, I put into this car, including the cost of the car and how much I'm going to put the car up for sale for. And also by then I would have hopefully sold the car, and we'll do a complete breakdown on how much I sold it for, so if I turned a profit or made a loss. I think I'm going to make a loss on this car, quite frankly. There was £110 for the detailing as well I paid, you know, so yeah, I'm clocking up a big bill here. So the MOT has just killed me. It's killed any profit I was going to make on this car, which is why I'm not happy or in the best of moods at all right now. Some of that was unnecessary. The charges were unnecessary. The labour should not have taken 4 hours to change a CV boot, a ball joint, and put a rear brake pipe on it. That's a 2-hour job. Correct me guys if I'm wrong, if you guys know more about it than I do. Maximum 3 hours labour. Obviously I know they do book prices and stuff like that, they charge by book prices, but these guys weren't even honest with me, and the fact that they had this car for 2 days to do it. 2 days. I dropped it in on the Thursday, sorry. I dropped it in on the Thursday. I didn't pick it up until before they closed, half an hour before they closed on the Friday. They had it 10 o'clock in the morning on
on Thursday, and I picked it up at 5 o'clock in the evening on Friday. That's how long they had this car to do the job. And trust me, these guys weren't busy. I came in, one of them was chatting to a customer on the outside, just literally just chatting. The other guy was sat in the garage looking at something on his phone, and the other guy was sat behind the counter. There's only 3 of them. There's not a big garage, but I think they have tried to get their money's worth out of this car. I feel like I've been done in that way. So guys, I'm not going to waffle on about it anymore. I'm annoyed because they've now cost me my profit, because there was no way I should have paid a £288 bill on their labour charges. The labour was ridiculous, how much they've charged. I could definitely get it cheaper elsewhere. I know I can. My wife had a car MOT on the weekend, and the total bill for 2 tyres, tracking, MOT, and a bulb was £238. So complete rip-off here. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, I know it's just a quick update video, but if you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and a share as well. And don't forget, if you're a new viewer, please hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel. And yeah, if you've got any thoughts in regards to what I've said about in this video, if there's anything you want to discuss with me, then leave your comments in the comment section down below. And like I say, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, click that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in part 11, where hopefully the car will be gone, and we're going to find out if I turned a profit or if I turned a loss, and if I did turn a loss, how much of a loss it was. So see you then.